So everyone, I would like to introduce Dr. Nupur Bit to this live session. On this live session, she's a consultant in vascular and endovascular surgery, and she has her expertise in medical and surgical treatment of varicose veins, DVT, arterial diseases of the limbs, and dialysis access. And she practices here in Pune, in Ruby Hall Clinic, at Aditya Birla, Jahangir Hospital, and also at Jupiter Hospital in Baner. So, guys,
Yeah.
my personal experience with her that she's an amazing doctor, and she's my go-to doctor whenever I have any doubts. Whenever it is related to human physiology, when it's related to some chemical or biochemical reactions in the body. So she has been an amazing support for the entire team HealthSpan since a long time, and I'm very happy that she's here with us today. Welcome, Doc.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank you for inviting me on this platform. I'm a little
welcome.
new to Insta Live, but let's see. We'll do our best.
Yeah, you're doing great. So, all right, great. So, Doc, with the current situation that's going on, the current COVID-19 coronavirus situation, how are you coping up? How are your patients coping up with this situation?
Actually, it's been very difficult. Now, what's happening is even the chronic patients are not getting passes to come to hospital. So the follow-up is difficult. And most of vascular is based on so much of examination.
Right.
It's very difficult to do it by telemedicine because I can't feel the pulse. I can't examine what the ulcer is like. And it's becoming difficult. So
Okay.
hopefully it will soon pass.
Correct.
All operations, everything is got stalled because of this. But most of my cases are either limb saving or life saving.
Yeah.
So the really critical ones are continuing.
And so, are you currently also taking patients online or maybe connecting with them online? How's the
Whatever my old patients were, I'm counseling them online with the WhatsApp prescription. New patient is
okay.
difficult because we can't examine them. Without examination, no treatment will be complete.
Right, right. Okay, okay, great. And coming to the topic of our live session today. So I've got many friends, and they are connecting today on live because their mothers or their parents have varicose veins, have symptoms of varicose veins, and some of our HealthSpan members also have had varicose veins. So, Doc, can you please explain us more about it?
Okay, so in simplicity, the varicose vein is basically a lifestyle disorder, and it's
Okay,
because of people who have become so dependent on just sitting in a comfortably in a place or just standing continuously for long hours. There are
correct.
some patients, a very small proportion, who have a genetic predisposition. So if their parents had it or their siblings have it, they have a 10% higher risk than the other population. But
Okay,
most of it is because of lifestyle,
okay,
because we have stopped paying attention to our fitness. The calf muscle pump is not
true,
working, and therefore the blood all starts having varicose veins.
true. Okay, okay. So, guys, everyone, we are taking this live session one notch up because in my previous live sessions, we were discussing some concepts. The concepts are, I mean, it's a doctor who is speaking, so the concepts might be something that are not something that you might not understand. And so, doctor came up with an idea of actually showing images of what she is going to explain today. So I'll be putting up images on my screen. So please, so whatever doctor explains, I'll be putting it up on my screen. So doc, can you explain us more about the anatomy of varicose veins?
Okay, so basically veins, I think most of us will know this anyway, but a revision of biology, arteries are those blood vessels which take oxygenated blood from the heart to the various parts of the body. And
Okay,
veins are the ones which take the deoxygenated or the impure blood back from the legs, heart, and all the legs, hands, and all the other organs back to the heart and the lungs for cleaning. So
okay, right,
arterial diseases are completely different. Venous diseases are completely different.
okay,
Arterial clot and venous clots are different diseases.
okay,
Varicose veins happens only in the legs in humans. That is
okay,
because it's because of the effect of gravity, and it does not happen in the hands.
okay, okay,
So now in the leg, there are two systems of veins. There is a deep system, which actually
okay,
does 80% of the work.
okay,
That also can have problems with the valve, but that is not called varicose veins. That has a different
okay,
terminology. And
okay,
there is a superficial system, which is underneath the skin, that is which you can see from under the
okay,
skin. That is a
okay,
superficial system, and that is doing 20% of the work.
Okay. Okay.
Now, these 20% of the veins that when it becomes faulty causes varicose veins.
Okay. Okay. So varicose veins is about the superficial veins
Yes.
more than the deep one.
Varicose veins is, when we say varicose veins, it only refers to the superficial system of veins. It's not one vein, there's a system of vein. So it
Okay.
can happen on the inner aspect of the leg or on the outer aspect or even on the back of the thigh and the legs. Some
Okay.
women especially can even get it on the perineum area, on the on the groin area. That's more
Okay.
common with women, but all can also occur in men.
Okay. Okay. So as it's shown in this image, the back view and the side view, can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, so this is what I was explaining. The deep system, which is the is the 80% of the work, and that has to that can also have problems. Now the vein has has multiple valves inside it, so that blood flows
Correct.
only one direction towards the heart.
Correct.
Now, because of various reasons, most of which are lifestyle oriented, the valves become faulty either because of
Okay.
heavy weight or just inactive lifestyle. So when the
Correct.
valves start becoming faulty, one after the other, each valve starts failing, then this occurs.
Okay.
The varicose veins
Okay.
occur.
Okay. Okay. Okay, doc. All right. And how does a person diagnose varicose veins? So how does a person get to know that he or she has varicose veins?
So varicose veins, the symptoms are going to be mostly heaviness in the leg, mostly which comes on in the evening. You know, the whole day everything is fine. By the time you come back home from evening, come back home in the evening, the legs feels little heavier, tired. Sometimes you'll get swelling. You'll when you take off your shoes, you'll have marks of the shoes on your feet. Other
Okay.
than this, some people have night cramps, so they're unable to sleep properly. They'll keep having trouble, discomfort in their legs. Some people
Okay.
have burning sensation. Then,
Okay.
as the disease advances, then they will start noticing skin changes. So initially,
Okay.
there will be small salt kind of pigmentation in the lower part of the leg, near the ankle
Okay.
mostly. Then it'll start
Okay.
itching. If you scratch
Okay.
it, then you'll find it'll become red. It'll hurt even more. Some people get
Okay.
fever because if they have an underlying diabetes, you can get fever and cellulitis. Then
Okay.
gradually over years, it doesn't happen in months, but over like couple of years, what will happen is the
Mhm.
skin will break down, and then it will form what is called an ulcer. An ulcer is basically
Okay.
कि skin फट गया है. There's a skin break. That is an ulcer.
Okay.
So once
Okay.
initially the ulcers will be very small, so it will be like pinpoint ulcers, and they will in maybe 1 week or 2 weeks it will heal. Slowly,
Okay.
slowly, slowly, because of neglect, because of heavy weight, inactive lifestyle, muscles have become poor. So over the years, it will become big, big ulcers. And when they reach
Okay.
the stage which is shown in the photograph, then it
Yeah.
becomes very difficult to treat. So at this
Okay.
stage, what happens is even the tendoachilles, the tendon which goes and stabilizes the ankle, that also starts becoming, the skin all gets spoiled. And
Okay.
if it has reached this stage, it will never come back to normal. So it has to
Okay.
be picked up and treated earlier than this.
Earlier. Okay. Okay. All right. And in the earlier stages is when people usually tend to ignore varicose veins. Is that correct?
Yes,
And then
yes, many
then
people
then
ignore.
it starts. Correct. There are stages too, right? Like stage one, stage two.
There generally in the classification there are 6 stages. First
Okay.
stage is just visible veins when you can just see small thin veins which are very visible. In the second
Okay.
stage, you can feel the projections. So they feel like
Okay.
they're raised, like small bumps.
Okay.
Stage 3 is when the feet start becoming swollen so much that your shoes are not fitting and they're too tight. Then
Okay.
stage 4 and 5 are to do with skin changes. The more the skin becomes black, tight, and thick, then it's a stage
Okay.
4 and 5. And stage
Okay.
6 is when the ulcers are not settling. They're like the skin has broken. You can see what is underneath the tendon or the muscle. You can see it. That is stage 6.
Okay. 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 Great.
So if you leave it neglected for a long, long, long time, years of the ulcer, some people can even develop cancer in this.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it's very important to actually maybe visit a doctor or get notice these varicose veins at an early stage and get them
Yes.
treated. Okay, great. So, doctor, now coming to the cure part or coming to the solutions part. So, let's say a person has diagnosed varicose veins. What is the next step that the person should do?
So if a person thinks that he has varicose veins, he obviously has to go to a specialist to figure out,
Yeah.
yes, if it's true, or if there's something else which is cause of the pain. Now,
Okay.
pain in the legs can be many causes, including one varicose vein, and also something called deep vein thrombosis. Now,
Yeah.
varicose veins is not an emergency in any way. You can show it 2 weeks later, 1 month later, 2 months later. Still, it's all right, not too bad. But if it's a deep
Okay.
vein thrombosis, if there's a sudden onset of pain, swelling in the
Okay.
leg, then it's a true emergency deep vein
Okay.
thrombosis, which basically means that the blood flow in the deep vein has slowed down so much that it has clotted. Now,
Okay.
these clots can be very dangerous. It's one of the leading causes of sudden death.
Okay.
If the veins have clotted and you start walking, sometimes suddenly these clots migrate from
Open.
the leg and go into the
Okay.
cardiac system in the heart, and from then into the lung, and start cause a sudden shutdown of the heart. So
Okay.
sometimes
Okay. Like
even
like
in
a
a
heart attack.
hospital, like a
Okay.
heart attack. So sometimes what
Okay.
happens is the patient is admitted in the hospital, is in a bed, but he suddenly decided to start walking to the bathroom, and falls down. And even in a hospital setup, we're unable to save the patient. Can be that
Okay.
bad. So to differentiate that whether it is varicose veins or it's a deep vein thrombosis is very important.
Okay.
Varicose veins is all a problem, can be treated slowly. Deep vein thrombosis, where there's a clot, is an emergency, has to be immediately admitted and treatment. In where some
Okay.
select patients, we can keep them on OPD basis. People who are
Okay.
little educated, who understand how to take the medicines properly, then they can be treated on OPD basis.
Okay. Okay. All right. And then once they are diagnosed, then how are the solutions for this varicose vein?
Okay, before we come to that, just on diagnosis. So, varicose veins, to confirm it, I mean, obviously, a good doctor will be able to examine and tell you this is most probably varicose veins. Like in medical
Correct.
school, what we teach the students is varicose veins is a clinical diagnosis. So, you examine the patient, you check the history, whether it's matching or not. And 90% of the time, you can diagnose that it is a varicose veins only on clinical examination. You don't need a confirmatory image. But
Okay.
because if you're going to advise surgery, we have to convince the patient to explain to them that yes, you have this, and so that the patient understands that he truly has a problem. We do a Doppler
Okay.
test. So the
Okay.
Doppler test is called the venous Doppler test. The problem with that is now there are so many diagnostic centers in the country, as in small centers, where the operator may not be so experienced. In order to do a
Okay.
good Doppler test, the operator must have some experience or expertise in veins. Not
Correct.
everybody can do it. A good scan takes at least 1 hour to scan
Okay.
all the veins properly, and it
Okay.
has to be repeated in lying down position and standing position.
Okay.
If the scan is
Okay.
not repeated in the standing position, sometimes some varicose veins get missed and the treatment
Correct.
changes and the patients don't recover.
Correct. Oh, okay. Okay.
So my advice is, when you go in for a Doppler scan, go to a good center with a senior
Right.
radiologist who will do a good
Right.
detailed scan. And then in one
Okay.
scan, we can, as a vascular surgeon, we can tell you this is the correct treatment for you.
Okay. Wow. Okay. And always do it in standing as well as lying down position. Both
Standing
positions.
and lying down, both. If you go to
Correct.
any small center, they won't check in standing position. And then the doctor
Oh,
will say
okay.
your scan is incomplete. Please go and repeat your scan.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's a very important advice. Okay. Great. And now coming to the solutions point or the cure point. So can you explain more on that?
So most in varicose veins, now treatment has to be three-pronged. First is a lifestyle modification. You have to
Yeah.
understand that good eating habits, staying hydrated,
Correct.
avoiding sitting at one place for too long or standing at one place for too long. So even standing in the kitchen thing is not exercise. Like your muscles are
Correct.
not working, just standing relaxed, all the muscles are loose. Blood is going to pull down into the pain in the leg, in the foot. Or if you're just
Correct.
sitting and watching TV or working on your computer, or even at work, who have long hours of standing work, like bus conductors, nurses, surgeons.
Correct.
So when we're
Correct.
standing and operating, we don't concentrate on moving our legs so much. Some surgeons, for
Correct.
some surgeries, we have to operate for 6 hours, 8 hours.
Correct.
Transplant surgeries. Those people, and even bus conductors, police officers, people on
Even
continuous
teachers. Correct. Teachers
teachers,
also. Correct.
teachers,
Yeah.
most common. A lot
Yeah.
of IT professionals because they just concentrate on the laptop and they're just sitting without even kind of flexing the muscles of the foot. So those people get it very often. So the simplest thing to do is every half an hour, just take a break, go walk till the toilet, go walk till the water container,
Correct.
go drink some water. So
Okay.
good hydration is again very important for the blood to keep flowing properly, smoothly. So ideally,
Right.
we drink 2.5 liters a day. On days of
Correct.
stress, physical, emotional, or high temperatures, we should drink up to 3 liters of water a day. How
Correct.
to measure whether you're drinking adequate water? The urine should be white. If there's any
Correct.
yellow tinge in the urine, that means your body doesn't have enough water.
Correct. Okay. All right. So hydration is extremely important, and moving around and not being
Moving.
stationary at one place for long hours. Even the people in the IT industry nowadays, they are, or maybe whoever is working, being seated. Even now, working from home, they are seated for long hours at a stretch at one place. So they should be moving around. Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
And obviously,
Great.
good maintaining a good weight. Don't get overweight.
Yeah. Correct. Correct. Of course, obesity would increase the pressure on the veins, I guess.
Yep.
Correct. Correct.
So
Okay.
that is a lifestyle
And doc-
modification. Now, the other thing about diet,
Yeah.
which you will be better qualified to talk about. But what we advise as vascular surgeons to all our patients is increase anything, fruits and vegetables, which has high flavonoid content or vitamin
Okay.
A, C, and E content,
Okay.
especially vitamin
Okay.
C and E. So, and the flavonoids. So, any tomatoes,
Berries.
oranges,
Correct.
fruits,
Correct.
anything which increase bioflavonoids in the body usually helps.
Correct.
Because most of
Correct.
the medicines are actually just purified supplements which to pharmaceutical category to degrees. So that which
Okay.
helps. So they tone up the
Okay.
vessel wall, they decrease the edema, increase circulation. That's why in early
Okay.
varicose veins, early symptoms of pain in the leg, they are the best therapy. But even
Okay.
then, some people keep neglecting it, and then once it reaches the stage where the skin changes, or none of the other things are working, or somebody who is not willing to try any of the other things, then the next step is surgery. Once skin changes
Correct.
start, I would recommend surgery.
Okay. 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 And doc, I mean, you always say that the calf muscle is a very crucial or an important muscle in
Yes.
prevention or even the cure of varicose veins. So can you please
Yes.
explain us more about that?
Yes. So for in the leg, now there are 3 pumps. There's
Okay.
the calf muscle pump, there's a foot pump, and there's a thigh pump. This is just
Okay.
to explain in simple words. Now for
Okay.
the pushing the blood back into the lungs, now the calf plays the most important role. Nearly 60 to 70% of the work is done by muscles, which is the gastrocnemius
Correct.
and the soleus.
Soleus.
Then
Correct.
20%, 30% is done by the foot pump. So a healthy
Okay.
foot, a healthy arch, a healthy tendo Achilles tendon, ankle mobility also helps in contributing blood back to the circulation. Then the
Okay.
least important is the thigh and the gluteal muscles. So
Okay.
if a good, healthy, strong thigh and gluteal muscles also will help. So
Okay.
in this order. So the most important, if you have to target one muscle group, you should target the calf muscle group. But ideally
Okay.
all of the above.
All of the
So
above.
for calf
Okay.
muscle strengthening, calf raises, heel raises,
Correct.
leg lifts, these are the ones which
Correct.
commonly help in increasing the
Correct.
blood flow. Again, I'm sure you can talk about this in much more detail
Yeah.
than I can.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Okay.
basically what
So
happens
like,
is the valve is becoming leaky or faulty. The muscle will contract and support the valve and push the blood up.
correct.
So the
Correct.
stronger the muscle
Like a
is,
motor pushing
like a motor.
water upwards. Correct. Correct. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Great. Great. So
But
the calf muscle
along
is
with the
of prime
calf muscle,
importance.
calf muscle the maximum importance. So you treat the
Correct.
calf muscle, that settles most of your early problems. But equal
Correct.
attention should be given to the ankle mobility and
Okay.
the calf, the foot flexibility.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Great. And Doc, can you also tell us more about the surgery part? Whenever varicose, the surgeries happen, can you explain us more on that?
Yes. So as I said, like when the skin changes have started occurring, or when there's no other way, so the ulcer
Correct.
needs more detailed treatment. But even when skin changes have started, you have an option of various surgeries. In the olden days,
Okay.
all of us used to do the open varicose vein surgery. Now, that is a
Okay.
time-tested proven surgery which has been there for hundreds of years. And even though the incisions are big, they're not really big. Like if the main incision would be only this big, and this will be in the groin. So there'll be some
Okay.
5-6 sutures. Then again, below the leg, there might be small this kind of sutures, stitches.
Okay.
So that is a traditional open, which is still the gold standard. The recurrence that the varicose veins will come back after an open surgery the success rate, let's say, is 97 to 98%. Now the problem with open surgery is because there's a groin incision, which can be very uncomfortable, and dressings there is very difficult. So slowly it has become less popular. You need at least 3 days in hospital for IV plain medicine, and then you'll still be off work for 14 days at least. And some pain-sensitive people won't be able to go back to work for even a month.
Oh, okay.
And the risk of wound infection, because obviously the wound is slightly bigger. So in obese patients, that is not a good option at all, because the wound in the groin wound sometimes can become macerated and soggy because they'll have fungal infections in the groin, and so it's not a good idea. Now, the next step which came was thermal ablations, where you use heat energy delivered through a small catheter. So you can either use laser energy or you can use radio frequency energy. And in the latest now, what we can use even steam or a chemical which is called the cyanoacrylate glue or glue. So these are the 4 latest techniques, of which laser has become the most popular because the machine is easily available. It can be done under local anesthesia, or sometimes we prefer spinal anesthesia, depending on how pain sensitive the patient is. Elderly patients, both legs, everything can be done. Most patients are discharged the same day, unless your insurance or because your home is too far, we might discharge the next morning. It's a 1-hour surgery. Doesn't take much time. It's fairly straightforward, very simple surgery, and
that's a big advantage then. Yeah, there's a big benefit for patients. Like correct.
But just one thing to understand: laser or radio frequency or glue, this is absolutely painless. There will be some pain. So if all those advertisements saying that zero pain, zero incision, no cut, that is false. If open surgery has 80% pain, laser or radio frequency will have 20% pain, and glue will have maybe 10% pain. The glue is a new technology. It's been there only for a year or 2 years, and it's very expensive. The glue itself costs around $1 lakh, but now it's becoming slowly. It's becoming more and more popular. Currently, the most popular technique is the laser technique.
Laser technique. Okay, great. All right. Thanks. And Doc, what are the most common myths that people have on this topic of varicose veins? I'm sure people must be having certain myths.
Yeah, there are a lot of myths going on, most of which we've actually covered. There's one where what I will just cover, which I think we missed, is DVT and varicose veins. There are some people who say varicose veins can cause death. Now, varicose veins themselves do not cause death. They're not life-threatening. But in people who have a tendency to form clots, if there's a clot forms in the varicose vein and it goes into the deep vein, then yes. So that is like 1 or 2 in 1,000.
Oh, okay.
So that is one.
That's a myth. Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's deep vein. No, just what were you asking?
No, please go on. About DVT.
And DVT, and the another subcategory which is called the secondary varicose veins. Now that is because it was DVT in the past. And sometime in the past, maybe 4-5 years ago, they had an episode of clots in the deep vein. So deep veins are still blocked, and the superficial veins are trying to take out the overload status, and they try to compensate for the deep vein, and then they get these bulges. So that is secondary varicose veins. Now that treatment is slightly different, and they don't benefit as much. So it is important to go to a doctor who knows whether this is true varicose veins or because of an old DVT in the past, because the treatment will change. And sometimes if you do laser for an old DVT patient, then they can become even worse.
Okay, great. Great, Doc. Now I think we can go to the questions part. That if anyone has any questions, you can ask. So, Doctor, well, before going online, I had one of our members asking me a question on the use of stockings. I mean, do people use stockings with varicose veins and how they are used?
Yes, I think we missed this point. Compression stockings, should be the correct class of stockings, which will give the correct pressure. So if you want to prevent DVT or varicose veins, you don't have any symptoms, and you're going on a long flight or you're going to be bedridden for a while, you use what is called a class 1 stocking or
Okay.
anti-DVT stocking. So that's a smaller pressure. It's only 10 to 20 millimeters mercury. But if you want to treat
Okay.
for varicose veins or for a DVT or after surgery for varicose veins, then there is what is called the class 2 stocking. So
Okay.
class 1 stockings typically are white in color. If you've been handed
Okay.
a compression stocking for varicose veins which was white in color, you handed the wrong stocking. A class
Okay.
2 correct stocking will be either a beige color or sometimes a black color.
Okay.
And you should read the label and see whether it says class 2 or not. It should be 20 to 30 millimeters mercury, class 2 stockings, and they're essential as part of treatment of a varicose veins. Whether you're getting operated or you're not getting it, unless you manage to achieve the ideal where you're working and exercising and maintaining ideal
Okay.
body weight and hydration, till you've reached the ideal
Correct.
lifestyle, you should continue to use the stockings. So many
Okay.
people ask
Okay.
me whether I should wear knee-length stocking or thigh-length stocking. Thailand stockings
Yeah.
are better because they cover
Mhm.
more muscle and they give more support. But the silicone which holds it at the thigh doesn't have much of a life. And even though it costs them 4,000, 5,000, and if the silicone bands get spoiled, then you will end up buying a new set of stockings, which is not very cost effective. So my recommendation
Okay.
is to wear knee length stockings. It will last you
Okay.
longer and they're
Okay.
slightly more comfortable. So when you buy it, you actually wear it.
Okay. Is there any restrictions in gym exercises? Is asked by Arshad for varicose veins. So I think, Doc, I can take up this about the restrictions in gym exercises. So whenever a patient of varicose veins comes to us, we give a very gradual exercise routine for that person for his leg training or his leg strengthening. The reason being that we don't want to overload the calf muscle. If the person already has an experience of exercising, if the person already has an experience of doing intense exercises, then that person can continue with his or her exercise routine. But for varicose veins patients who do not have much experience in training, we recommend them exercises which are very gradual and the intensity goes on increasing very, very gradually. So they can start with simple actions for the ankle, for the calf muscle at the ankle joint, and then we can graduate it further. So, Doc, there is one question for you, which is varicose oil to be used. So, asked by Sunil. Yeah.
Okay, so varicose oil. Now, it is there are some studies which have said that we can apply olive oil and vitamin E oil, but there's most of these anecdotal. There's no real science behind it. But I don't see why it will do any harm as long as you're not applying it on the ulcer and you're keeping the area of the ulcer clean and applying this oil, whichever vitamin C or E oil or olive oil or any standard sarso oil, I suppose, on the rest of the skin will remain soft and there will be some benefit.
Okay.
In Ayurveda and natural herbal remedies, people have said cut tomatoes and cut oranges and apply directly on the skin where the varicose veins are. There's no harm to it. I don't see the advanced cases of varicose veins benefiting from it, but I'm
Okay.
sure there'll be some pain relief, some symptomatic relief, or at least some in the very, very early stages, I suppose it can be used.
Okay.
The patients which come to me have already tried these and failed, and that's why by the time they come to me, they're beyond these therapies.
Okay. Okay. All right. Is if there is swelling from many years due to varicose veins, what is the solution for the same swelling, for this inflammation?
So swelling and inflammation, again, the first thing is to do a Doppler scan. We need to be a little careful if it's been there for many, many years or despite a surgery, then there must be something else going on. So sometimes
Okay.
we have to check even the abdomen, in the stomach, for whether there's a problem in the IVC. Sometimes a mass or clot in the IVC can cause varicose veins. In
Okay.
women, sometimes because the uterus is heavy or
Mhm.
there's some problem in the ovary, pelvis in that area, then that can
Okay.
present as varicose. So if
Okay.
the problem is not settling despite taking medicines, which the most common medicine we prescribe is Daflon. So
Mhm.
despite many years of Daflon or many months of Daflon and stockings and exercise and diet and hydration, and despite all of this, the swelling hasn't improved, there must be something else which is going
Okay.
on and has to be looked into more detail.
Okay. Okay. And doc, many pregnant women also develop varicose veins, correct? That is
Yes.
also true.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that is
Because
because
the
of the.
baby is such that it puts pressure on the veins in the pelvis. So the
Correct.
veins, it's almost like an obstruction. There's a pressure sitting on the veins, so blood flow is not going smoothly back to the heart. So it will all keep pooling up in the foot. Now for these ladies, all they can do is keep their feet up as much as possible.
Okay.
Wear stockings. If class
Mhm.
2 stockings, which is ideal, is too difficult or too tight, uncomfortable for them, you can use at least a class 1 stocking.
Okay.
And once delivery, everything else is done, most of these resolve. If it hasn't resolved or if there's a lot of skin changes, then I think they should go in for surgery.
Okay. Okay. Great. All right. Super. Why varicose veins occur because of weight or anything else? So Shrav, Vihan, we have basically explained. Doctor has explained everything during the first part of this session, and we will be saving this session for the next 24 hours. And I will also be uploading it in this week on YouTube. So this entire video will go on YouTube. So if you have missed anything, please don't worry. You can view the recording later. And he has also asked which is the best doctor in Pune for varicose veins for stage 2. Well, you're looking at her. So you can,
Right.
Dr. Nupur is a really good doctor, and I am personally vouching for her because she explains everything at a great depth. So she'll explain you everything. You can reach out to her, I guess, on her profile, or maybe she can share something, so you can reach out to her. Great. Okay, doc. So if there are any more questions, please give it or ask me the questions in my DM, and I will pass on the questions to Dr. Nupur. And doc, thank you so much for your time, for this wonderful explanation on varicose veins. This is a topic which is very common, and many people were wondering on some genuine advice on this topic. So thank you so much, doc.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for this experience. Thank you.
Thanks, doc. Thank you. Thank you.